There's an idea of a voice actor, some kind of abstraction, but there's no real person outside of the voice narrating on your screen. Only an entity, something illusory. A life outside the voice is simply not there.
Oh, that's just my Patrick Bateman impression. There actually is a person behind the voice. It's me. I'm Joey Pepin. I'm a voice actor. Follow me today and see how we do. Well, I found out early in school that I was really good at reading out loud. I was always volunteering to read in class, and it turns out that I wasn't really good at anything else. So I had to do something that involved my voice. And prank calling wasn't actually working. Caller ID was coming. I couldn't make fart noises into the phone anymore. So I got into radio right out of high school, pretty much. Got an internship through college and got a job right away, actually while I was still in college. And I quit school because I had bills and stuff. So I was in radio from the time I was 19 years old, and then always wanted to do commercials, stuff like that.
Grammy Award season begins Monday on CBS when Alicia Keys joins Nora, Charlie, and Gayle with nominations for Best New Artist, Song of the Year, and more. Monday on CBS This Morning.
I was really good at it, so I sort of followed that. From radio led to doing commercials, and the rest is history. 21 years later, still doing it. First thing I do when I wake up, I do my vocal exercises. Bum 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 bum. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Beep boop bop boop. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. Don't. I drink coffee. Lots of coffee. I'm usually up about an hour and a half, 2 hours before my first session. I try to get my mind ready for the day. Got to do the Wordle. Get a little quiet meditation in. Maybe write a little bit in the morning. Definitely read the news. Then I go put on my walking shoes because I got a big commute to my job.
How far is your commute?
About 30 feet downstairs. You gotta watch your head. So after coffee and warm-ups, I go downstairs to the long commute and check my email, see what sort of work has come in overnight. I do a lot of work for clients overseas, in England and in Asia. So I'll usually have a few jobs waiting for me. Do those. Also some auditions that are due in the morning that came in overnight. I'll do those auditions.
Tune in Saturday as the Hawks welcome the Cardinals to Lumen Field. And stick around after the game for Game Day on Fox 13.
And then it usually takes me right about to lunch. There's some paid work in there, some non-paid work in there. But I always have to take time for lunch because I have some important clients, partners that I need to connect with daily. It's important to me. I play whatever the specs require. I can play a lot of different characters. And sometimes the characters I pull out of my bag of tricks, I don't even know exist until they're there. Tune in Sundays as the Hawks welcome the Cardinals to Lumen Field.
And stick around after the game for highlights.
Game Day on Fox 13.
Your source for expert analysis, highlights, and more.
Sometimes it helps to get into character by wearing a wig or a different hat. I know not a lot of people get to see this side of me, but it's fun. We'll let you in. The hard part about voiceover is not doing the work. You know, the work is easy. It's getting to work that's hard. And a lot of that happened years and months ago. When I first started doing this voice acting, it was like old-fashioned sales. You know, like I had to make calls, phone calls, emails. I actually used to send letters to prospective clients. There's a lot of rejection at first, but once you get your first few jobs, it's like anything. You do a good job and people hear about it. Word of mouth. Start building up a little clientele list. Then, that's when you are able to have a body of work that you can send to an agent and maybe get representation. That's when the real work begins. Once you have your representation, then you get all these great auditions. And that's when you really have a lot to lose. Well, the end of my day comes at different times, depending on how busy I am. So, if there are days that I get off relatively early, I like to go up to the golf course, hit some balls, maybe get a round in, play 9. I like to relax and read a little bit, quiet in the afternoon. That's nice. If I had advice to give to Murrow students coming out of college, going into the media business, I would say, be on time. And when I say be on time, that means be 5 minutes early. Because if you're actually on time, you're late. Media is such a time-driven business. Things have to run when they run. They have to start when they start, within a very small window. And if the people who are in charge can't count on you to show up on time, they can't count on you. So just be on time. We all have clocks, our phone. I mean, there's no excuse for being late. So be early. Because if you ain't first, you're last.